Alrighty, so I found an Airstream Basecamp. This is going to be a 20 foot and it just got here. It's a 2023 and I've never had a chance to really see one of these. I did my first review on one of the classics, as you can see right here. Absolutely great design, fit and finish. Let's see if this Basecamp is still following that trend. I am in Boise, Idaho at the Airstream facility here. They do sell them here and they have a lot of other locations, so be sure to look them up in the description. But let's go ahead and get started with the review for this one. So this is going to be the front, and as you guys see, it does have a manual jack through CART, and this is going to be a propane box slash storage. So you do have two straps that you have to pull down on to open this top piece up, and this is where you would store some items here. Now this is a tray that does come out, and then below it you will have two propane tanks. They're basically 20 pounds, but they say like 17.7, so I just rounded off to 20 pounds. And I can't wait to show you guys the power flux of this rig. This is something I want to upgrade on my fifth wheel because it does last a lot longer, and I'll go into a little bit of detail in a second here. But if you close this up, you can see on this box it says Airstream. It looks really nice, very high quality, and I'm sure this will stand the test of time too. Now, as you guys can see, you do have a steel construction for this rig as well. And let's take a look down below here. They do provide a spare tire at front, and it looks pretty easy to take that down if you unfortunately do have a flat tire. You have a propane quick disconnect here if you want to bring a grill along, and then you do have manual jacks right there. This Basecamp does have steel steps, and they just flip up and they just go within the chassis of the RV. And here's just a better look at the construction and the design. It looks really cool. It has a timeless design, and it still follows suit with that aluminum styling too. I like the way it looks. Now if you don't know what this is a holder for the door. So when you open the door out, if you want to keep airflow through, you can lock it into the door right here. And then check out your fender flare. It is finished in plastic, and they are using a similar tire that I've seen on big pickup trucks on a small travel trailer. So this is a Goodyear Wrangler. And then check out your capacities. They have over-engineered this RV based off the tires, 3,000 pounds per, and this is going to be a LT, you heard that right, LT tire, 235 85/16. So this is a tire you see on a half-ton truck. They put it on a travel trailer that doesn't weigh that much. I'll show you guys the weights here in a second too, but you also have your manual jacks out back here, and you can kind of see one of your holding tanks right there. And this is riding on a torsion beam axle. Very meaty tires too. This would be kind of cool if you see behind like a Toyota Land Cruiser or a Defender from Land Rover. Love the design on the back. You do have a door that opens up. It has some storage out back too, and you do have a curtain if you want to, you know, keep this door open at nighttime to get that night breeze. And as I mentioned, you do have that latch on the back door. I'm just going to show you with the door closed. LED tail lights. And you can see down below, if this does tip the wrong way, this will protect your rig right here. This one does have an outside shower, which I'll show you here in a second. And this is going to basically be your wet bay here. So if you do need to flush your tank, this is where you would do that at. And then you have some water connections as well. And this is going to be the back of your Suburban heater. Now, this is where you're going to dump at, right below. And as I mentioned in the last Airstream, this is set up basically like a Class A. So this is really, really, really easy to change. It takes me 2 hours. Well, not anymore because I had to do an upgrade. But it would take me 2 to 3 hours. This would probably take me 30 minutes to change both of these valves. They're right where you need them at, and they're protected well. This is going to be a small storage. You can't get a lot of stuff in here, but it definitely does come in handy to have these small little storage spaces for things like blocks, things like that. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the power plug that they use on this one, I was actually going to purchase this and upgrade my RV because I like the way that this connects in. I have a twist style, and this one, all you have to do is just plug in and it secures itself. This will last forever and a day, because the one I have, the nails have come out because when you twist it, when you pull on it, it just weakens the structure of it, and yeah, then you have to replace it. It's not cheap. So I like that they use the smart plug. This is something I want to see on more RVs, and they're doing it on this Airstream. Now, down below here, this is going to be a solar prep package, so you can hook up a small solar panel to this, and it will provide a trickle charge to your battery. And let's take a look at the numbers. This is going to be important for some people. 4,300 pounds gross fuel weight rating. So this is pretty lightweight. Now, as you take a look up here, you can put about 573 pounds of extra gear inside of this little rig. So what I normally do is I'll take the GVWR, which is 4,300 pounds, as you just saw, and subtract 573 pounds. This RV weighs 3,727 pounds the way it sits here. Now, as far as the axles go, you do have one single axle, as you can see, and that's going to have a 4,300 pound capacity. It's torsion, as I mentioned, and they overbuild pretty much everything on this rig. Like, it's pretty cool that they do that. Something I did not mention to you guys is they do provide a small light right here. I just saw it just now, and that would come in handy if you do have to dump these tanks late at night. So stepping inside, you do have an air vent down below. This is most likely going to be for the furnace. And there's some storage actually under. It's going to be open storage, but there is storage under the front dining area here. You have your fire extinguisher right there. And I can't wait to show you this table. This table looks a little weird right now, as you can see. But they have these tensions on it. And this table will actually spin. Let me show you real quickly. It'll make you dizzy, so you can get a good feel of what the RV looks like inside. But yeah, this table spins around. And the reason why I think they do that is because it is kind of hard to get inside of here. So if I'm sitting down like right here, look how close the table is to me. So instead of having to, you know, get out by sliding, you could just spin the table around and just walk right out. So I like that they designed this in that way. Now, up top, you have LED lights, and you have some storage up top too. I like that they use the red for this bar. It does add a little accent. This is a more sportier, funner RV, and that kind of adds that little spruce to it that it needs. I did open these two windows for you, so all you have to do, it's really easy. Just zip on both sides. There's some Velcro here, and just pull down, and that's it. And you can pretty much get some natural light in. These are tinted, which is good. It's like 100 degrees today. So this RV, despite how big it is, I am sweating, but it's not like ridiculously hot. If I had on maybe the vent fan and had some of these windows open, I think that I would feel comfortable without the AC on. So if you don't want to bring that big generator, you don't have to. This thing stays pretty comfortable. But this is going to be the bed. It's already broken down for you here, and you can definitely see that this is like a king size almost. And you have that door out back with a screen, as I showed you guys earlier. But yeah, look at how big this thing is. This is 20 foot, and this is a big trailer. Just to kind of walk back up front, this one does have a small microwave. It's not convection, but you have a microwave. You also have what looks to be a compressor style refrigerator. So this is a lot more reliable, and I know it's going to run on 12 volts, so you can literally run this without having to be hooked up to 30 amp. Let's see what's in here. This is most likely going to be some storage, and it is. And it has a tinted glass, nice accent. Another area for some storage. This is going to be your breaker box, and you have just like a standard, I think this is DC power, 10 amp, 12 volt. And then you're also going to have two USBs, and then you have some tank heaters right here. And let's take a look at what this is. I have no idea. Hold on one second. Alright, so really quickly, so this is going to be for the 7-way connector that you use for your tow vehicle. So you can turn it on and off using this lever here. That's all it is. Now, if you take a look at your kitchen side, you do have a sink and you have a 2-burner cooktop, 2 Suburban. Additional storage below. And I like that they give you these little pop-outs too for like your silverware. And they have additional storage off to the side of there too. Moving on down, you have more storage there. And additional right here. And one thing I like that this RV has is a pop-up for power plugs and USBs. It's only on the front of it, and this is just really nice because there's not a lot of space, so that's a perfect area for that. You do have a cover for your sink. You just pull it up like that, and this is a decent size too. I like that it's round, and then here's just some of your hardware too. Looks really nice. Now below the sink, you have ample storage. You can definitely get a small trash can in here. And also, if you do decide to keep your bed always out, you can store things below here. But if you want to bring your bikes with you, obviously you have to put this up. Additional storage above here on both sides. And yeah, just a ton of storage. Right there, right here, and down below. Now, as far as your bathroom goes, I do like that they give you a small mirror here. You can kind of see in it right there. You can open it. This is going to be a wet bath. It does have a curtain inside of here, so you would shower, use a bathroom all in one place. That's why this is called a wet bath. But it's pretty big. It's about the size of a shower, maybe a little bit bigger. You do have a light in here, you do have a vent, and this shower head does have an on and off, so you can stop the water if you need to lather up. But yeah, this is a really well thought out rig. You have a lot of storage. I mean, even below here, you can see there's definitely some ample space down here. And on the side, let's see if these pop up. Yeah, it looks like this is, you know, opens up. Let me show it to you really quickly so you have a better idea. Yeah, this is pops over, and then you do have some storage down below here. But this is really neat though. You can definitely take a long trip in this rig. And if you're using the pickup truck, you'd have some storage in there as well. So this is something I definitely would consider. The price tag on this is about $50,000, but it literally has everything you would need for a long extended camping trip. This is going to be a Coleman Mach, and these are one of the best AC units. I mean, this is a pretty big one too. I'm assuming it's 15K. I'll be sure to put it here in the video. And let's take a look out back one last time too. There is some storage down here I did not show you guys, and it has a 50-pound max. So if you would like to use this for something, I'm not sure what would be 50 pounds, but I'm pretty sure there's some things you can put in here that would get close to that. But it's just thick plastic. And down below here you do have some power plugs and USBs. I'm not a huge fan of where these are, because if you do have this out in the bed, it is hard to get to that, but it's not a big deal. You can just kind of get longer cords, like 6-foot cords, plug them in and run them through here. That way they're convenient for you. And on the back door, you do have some nets if you would like to store things out back here. But hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to check the description for this Airstream dealer. They did allow me to do this video, so if you are in the market, they have a pretty big selection here. I haven't seen that many Airstreams out at dealers, and they have quite a bit here, so be sure to check out their inventory and let me know you saw the video. Thanks for watching.